We are delivering today the iPad, the new iMac, the iPod, iPhoto, MacBook Air, iTunes. It's a revolutionary moment.
He's one of the most creative and daring CEOs. A global icon who has shaped the worlds of technology and media. His products are adored by millions. The company he started in a garage is worth more than $200 billion today.
It's an incredible talent he has for getting people to hear what he says and get excited about it.
For over 30 years, computers, music, movies, and mobile phones have all been transformed by Apple's Steve Jobs.
On February 24th, 1955, Stephen Paul Jobs was born to an undergraduate student in San Francisco, California. 1 week later, the decision was made to put the baby up for adoption. The baby was actually named by his adoptive parents, Paul and Clara Jobs. Early schooling revealed Jobs to be a problem child, often bored by the school routine. At an early age, Jobs found his interest in electronics fueled by rich opportunities that existed in the Bay Area, including an important exposure to HP. He quickly realized his overwhelming interest in electronics and dropped out of college after one semester. Apple Computer was founded on April 1st, 1976. Jobs felt that there was a market for an assembled computer, one that would allow users to go beyond hardware design in order to explore programming. This vision led to the birth of personal computing when the Apple II computer was released in 1977. The Apple II computer was a huge success for Jobs. During the lifespan, over 2 million units were sold and became the standard for personal computing, particularly in the education market. The Apple II was extremely popular in business after the 1979 introduction of VisiCalc, the first software spreadsheet program. In December 1980, initial public offering of stocks of Apple Computer made Steve Jobs a multimillionaire.
I was worth about over $1 million when I was 23, and over $10 million when I was 24, and over $100 million when I was 25. And it wasn't that important.
In 1985, Apple forced Jobs to resign.
When Steve Jobs was pushed out of Apple, he picked himself up again pretty quickly. He grabbed the people he wanted to be involved in his new company, which was called Next, and they started about building the new company.
Jobs purchased a Lucasfilm graphics division, renamed Pixar in 1986, and worked as the company CEO while still actively developing his computer company Next.
Next Computer was the underpinnings of what was coming next at Apple. Everything that went on at Apple, including the operating system, including the design, had its origins in Next.
Apple purchased Next in 1996 and eventually returned Jobs to CEO. His software, called Next Step, evolved into Mac OS X, which led the Apple technology revolution.
The iPhone is the single most important device of the modern era. It is the smartphone, which is this all-in-one device, and so it's conceptually the iPod to the iPhone to the iPad to what's next has been the most important trend in technology.
What Apple really has done has raised the world's awareness of design and functionality. People look at these things and they just have to have them, and once they have them, they love them.
In 2011, Forbes magazine named Apple the most valuable company in the world.
That same year, Jobs resigned as CEO, and on October 5th, 2011, Steve Jobs died due to complications from pancreatic cancer. Steve Jobs and his life with Apple Computer exemplifies early triumphs, an eventual tragedy, and ultimately a success story highlighted by an intense inner drive. From a startup company operating out of his garage, he built a company worth millions of dollars and literally created the home computer market.
I think Steve Jobs' legacy will be here for a very, very long time. It'll be there at Apple, it'll be at other companies. His legacy is not just the way he ran Apple or the way he developed products. It's a whole slew of different things that he was able to do so effectively that have changed our lives forever.